Hi, I'm Penny Hardaway. I play for the Orlando Magic.
This week on NBA Jam, we'll put the spotlight on Orlando Magic superstar Penny Hardaway.
1.6 left. He hammers it home.
All right, here we go.
We'll also take you on a tour of Charlotte with the Hornets' Matt Geiger and meet Cleveland's newest Cavalier, Sean Kemp.
One by Kemp to the other end. Wham!
In the spotlight this week is a player who can simply do it all. The leader of the Orlando Magic, guard Penny Hardaway.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with outstanding pleasure that we are here to present tonight.
Hardaway!
Bring it.
This year, Penny has a chance to do more scoring. He's moved to shooting guard after spending his first 4 seasons as a point guard.
You know, they wanted me to score whenever I had a chance to, but the majority of the time we were throwing the ball inside the shack and we were just spotting up, standing around the perimeter and just letting them do his thing. And just to go from that to a complete score, you know, it's pretty good for me, but it was a change.
Now 2-on-2. Here comes Hardaway with a pass. Oh, great feet, Hardaway!
No knock on Shaq or anything, but I love playing with him when he was with us. But when he left, they just handed the team over to me, and like night in and night out, I can do whatever I want to do, and that's a good feeling.
This is Penny gets back. Oh, what a shot!
Penny Hardaway with a good move. Big basket. Penny Hardaway gets it back. Oh, Hardaway, the crossover and the lay-in. Man, that's beautiful. Penny Hardaway gives it to him.
It's made it a lot easier for me. You know, I can't stress that enough. Like I said, I can go out there and really freelance everything. I can rebound the ball better. I can help out on the big men down low, whereas when I was at the point guard spot, I was out top more often and I really couldn't rebound the way I should or block shots. So now, being at the 2 guard spot really helps me out.
And there's Penny Hardaway. He's got it against Anthony. 3 to shoot. Hardaway hard drive, leaning, hanging. Yes! It's over!
Once you start to take over the game, you have so much confidence that every basket is going to go down. And when you're defending someone that they can't get around you or shoot over you, so you just become invincible all of a sudden.
Another isolation play. Oh, look at this.
My goodness. Oh, boy!
Penny Hardaway fills it up again.
When you go out there with a role, and your role is to get the team into the offense and kind of set the tempo, then you put a lot of pressure on yourself to go out and do that every night. And when you don't, and your team loses, then you get the blame. So now I go out, feel relaxed, and just play and have fun.
Hardaway, Anderson, 2-hand. Magic have 3-on-2 numbers. Gets it back. Oh, baby! Here's Hardaway. Penny drives baseline. Below the rack.
Well, he's a remarkable talent. There's no question. There's not a lot of things he can't do on the basketball court. He can handle it. He can rebound. He certainly can score. And I think he's basically maturing physically, mentally. He's finding out that he really has to step up on a game-by-game basis and do a lot more than just score.
It always goes back to being aggressive. You have to attack them first. On the defensive end, you have to go to them, be rough with them, attack them so that they won't get into a rhythm. You know, rhythm is everything in the league.
He has you at his will.
Well, there are plenty of things that you have to do for guys to respect you and to honor everything that you say, because you have to lead by example. And I think getting to the gym an hour early, shooting free throws, shooting jump shots, staying after practice, letting them see you work harder, then they'll really respect you a lot more. I mean, going to guys and telling them what you really need out of them, and that you really trust in them, and that you give them a lot of confidence to go out there and do the things that they know that they can do. And I think all those things come into effect to just trying to give your team a lot of confidence to win.
Now let's get you caught up on what's happening around the league in this week's edition of Total NBA. The Suns started a league that provides support for young men in Phoenix. They play basketball by night and attend workshops to help with their personal development.
This program
A lot of these guys have grown up in the streets. They've run into trouble in one form or another. What we're trying to do is reintegrate them into society in a way that they can interact with everyone that they meet on an everyday basis.
I figured that, I get to be around my own peers and everything. Learn a lot, about society and how to adapt with society. Not only that, but I love the game of basketball.
The opportunity for them for a reward to come out and play basketball, but the most important thing is try to better themselves and then what they do around their life.
Next, we look at how players were lending a hand in the NBA Team-Up program.
Team-Up!
In New York City, the Knicks Allen Houston helped paint a mural at a children's hospital.
It's all like a team, and the more if you take pride in your team, just like you take pride in your community, and you're unselfish, meaning you can give back so many different things, you feel good about yourself and your community. I think that's what you try to teach them.
Go a little higher, yeah.
Okay.
Not so hard.
Not so hard? Okay.
Yeah. Right there you go.
See what good coaching does?
In volunteer work anyway, you just have to go out and look for it. You just have to want it inside in your heart to go look for it, and you'll find it.
In Miami, Tim Hardaway of the Heat volunteered his skills to help build a homeless shelter.
I got time now. Why not just go and just talk to the people and try to help them out?
Get up in there. Get up in there. I never done this before, so. Good. That's all right, though, and I'm going to get it together.
Well, I know that there is somebody out here that wants to help us. People like me, that I'm not alone.
If I didn't make it to the NBA, I probably would be doing something like this, helping out these people.
Getting us started in our Plays of the Week is a Lakers long-distance connection.
Oh, what a play! Eddie Jones threw it back over his head and in.
And who wants this one? The Knicks or Suns in our Hustle Play of the Week.
Ball on the floor, it's loose. Scramble for the ball, squirts out, picked up by Childs. Wild sequence.
And here's a beauty. Damon Stoudemire to John Wallace. John Wallace. Check out this high-flying act from Brent Barry. Now some buzzer beaters. Here's two for the price of one.
Oh, what a shot by Elliot Perry. Nobody stopped Perry. Murdoch got it off in time, and he hit it. Yes, it goes. Yes, sirree. Eric Murdoch with a triple.
That's it for Total NBA, but stick around. NBA Jam will continue right after this.
You can feel it only when you're on the court. It's always instinctive. I get up in the air and then I decide what I want to do. It's effortless. Once you take off, you don't know how far you are away from the basket. You just know I can take off. It's quiet all the way to the basket up until you finally throw it down, and then it's like a roar. You know the roar is coming, but it's like total silence until you get to that.
Jerry Stackhouse!
Oh, my goodness.
I just want to keep going until I reach the top.
After 8 years in Seattle, All-Star Sean Kemp has taken his game to and the Rain Man stars in this week's NBA Shorts.
One, two, three, get loose now.
This is the best time in my career for me because this is the time I can just let it all out. I don't have to hold anything back. I can go out and show my true all-around game.
Hit it. Knocked it away from Hosler. How about that for a solo?
I think I'm pretty good at a lot of different things. That's probably where, my game's improved the most.
Sound like a bad suit. Out of backcourt, he comes out of the blocks on fire.
We can do a lot of different things. Just adds to your game, makes you look better. And when you can't score points one night, it comes in handy because you can do other things that help your team out, do other things that help yourself out, as far as running the court, blocking shots, doing the little things that it's going to put you over the edge. Saying that you're a complete player, you have to go on the defensive end and work your butt off and able to say that you're that complete package.
Denied by Kemp.
I really hustle on defense and collectively try to do everything that they ask me to do and a little bit more as far as, fronting guys and denying the ball and doing whatever I can to get that advantage because I've always thought that defense leads to offense.
third quarter. The ball bounced to Leitner, stolen by Kemp to the other end. Wham with a right.
One of the things I've always said is that just don't talk a lot. Always lead by example. So one of the things I want to do is come into the season and play well and let the guys see where I came from. So I want to come in and show what I could do on the court first, and then, gradually say things to try to help the guys out, just encourage them. Being that I did come into the NBA at a young age, and I've always been forced to play with a lot of older guys, it feels good to play with some younger guys, younger than myself now. They're excited about playing, excited about being better. So it's a challenge to me because, I'm already kind of proven, but these guys are trying to make their name known, so they're coming to play every day with a workman's attitude.
Here's Kemp again. Screen gets back to Kemp. Look at that jam. Oh, my goodness.
Playing as hard as we do and exciting as we are, I just think, people are probably going to be caught by surprise a little bit when they see us play, probably for the first time, and they'll see a lot of exciting play from the Cleveland Cavaliers in the future.
And the Cavaliers able to save it. Sir off the floor. Kemp, look out.
Next, we go on the scene to Utah for a look at a rookie with many talents, including writing poetry. He's Jazz guard Jacques Vaughn.
Anything that I set my mind to, I want to be the best at it.
The Utah Jazz select Jacques Vaughn from the University of Kansas.
My role is to be a spark plug.
Vaughn to Malone. That's running the fast break to perfection.
A lot of times that's my job.
These are the things that change boys to men.
Only few and far in between make it to the NBA. And so I never brought it up in conversation. I always felt that if it was going to happen, then it was going to happen. It was meant for me to happen. But I wanted to do other things as far as going to school and getting my education, just in case the NBA didn't work out for me.
I never could spin the ball. Not really. When I was growing up, I never did this.
This is an introduction to poetry, a small dedication to those that might know of me, they might know of you.
When I write, it gives me a chance to get away from my job a little bit. And so I enjoy reading. It puts me in a frame of mind like no other thing. I've seen the daylight breaking, high above the brow. I've found my destination, and I won't stop now. Whether you deprive me, deplore me, beseech me, or ignore me, mighty mountains loom before me, and I won't stop now.
Poetry is the language of imagination. Poetry is a form of positive creation.
I think the one thing that you can get out of it is a chance to use your imagination. And it'll definitely make you a better person. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverge in the yellow wood, and sorry I cannot travel both, and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as long as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Basically, the poem, it's about a lot of things that you could be faced with in life, and there comes an opportunity where you're going to have to make choices. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
Come down, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you just move side to side, getting across. Watch the ball, watch the ball, watch the ball. NBA Jam.
This week's destination is Charlotte, North Carolina, where the Hornets' Matt Geiger takes us on an NBA tour.
Hi, I'm Matt Geiger, the Charlotte Hornets.
D-Bot's ball fake underneath for Geiger in the jam.
Just got done with practice here at the training facility, and I'd like to take you on a tour of Charlotte. This is my city, so come check it out.
Wait a second. Before we start the tour, let me kick on my shades. Let's roll!
Charlotte's a real cool city. It's not too big, you know, and you seem to know a lot of people in town everywhere you go. You know, you see familiar faces. You know people in stores and restaurants around town, and it's great. You know, it's great to have like someone to talk to everywhere you go. Well, here we are, right down in smack dab downtown Charlotte. We got Mace, Vlade, G. Rice on the mural. Although there's no Matt Geiger up there. What is the deal with that? I should be on the wall. Come on, let's ask some people around town what they think if I should be on the wall or not.
don't know if you guys can see too well, but am I up there? What's the deal with me not being on the wall? What is going on? I should be up there.
I think you should.
His face? Well, it's kind of taking a survey of if they think I should be on the wall, and I think I kind of got gypped. Well, we already checked out the mural. Gonna walk around a little bit more. I'm gonna show you a really cool place. Well, if I told you we were going to a special place, this is Discovery Place. It's a science museum in downtown Charlotte, and it's awesome. So come inside and check it out.
All right, Matt, this is an exercise on energy. If you pedal hard enough, you're going to be able to make this ball rise up to the top.
All right, let's see what I can do here. I've scored a lot of buckets, but not like this. It's up, it's up, it's good! We've seen all kinds of different scientific stuff today, but I bet you didn't know they have rat basketball. Check out some of these moves. Come on, yes, yes. That guy to the hoop. Here at Discovery Place, this is one of my favorite parts. This is where they have all the dinosaurs. You thought I had a big head. Look at this thing.
Matt, this is a boa constrictor. This is Forbes. I'd like for you to meet Forbes.
This is Forbes. Wow, you know, I thought I was coming to check out some science. Here I got a snake around my neck. What is going on here? Wow, he likes the camera there. Well, that's it from Discovery Place. Say goodbye, Forbes. Hey, we had a great time today. We saw Discovery Place, checked out the mural. That was cool, talked to some people. I still think I should be on the wall, but that's a different story. Well, I had a good time. I'm out of here from Charlotte, North Carolina. Peace.
Coming up, the legendary Magic Johnson.
4 seconds, 3. Got to do something, Mag.
The Lakers win.
Magic comes inside, dishes, beautiful pass.
And it's his Royal Airness, Michael Jordan, starring in our...
Get your highlight reels rolling.
In our Jam of the Week, it's the game's greatest star, Michael Jordan. Here's R. Kelly with I Believe I Can Fly.
When I lose the sense of motivation and the sense of to prove something as a basketball player, it's time for me to move away from the game of basketball.
I used to think that I could not go on, and life was nothing but an awful song. But now I know the meaning of true love. I'm leaning on the everlasting arms. If I can see it, then I can do it. If I just believe it.
Carolina, at guard,
there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly.
I don't believe what I just saw. I saw a man fly.
There are miracles in life I must achieve. But first I know it starts inside of me. Oh, if I can see it, then I can be it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it.
He's having a little fun right now.
I believe I can fly.
How high can you get up?
I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar.
I tell you, he's just simply amazing.
Has become a reality for the Chicago
tuned. We'll be back with more of NBA Jam in just a moment.
Hi, my name is Damon Stoudemire, point guard for the Toronto Raptors. Be a floor general. Read the defense. Push the rock. Break them down. Just run the show.
Right, left, change of dribble. Unbelievable!
I like the situation that I'm in because I'm able to be looked upon as a leader.
Today, we look back at an NBA legend who revolutionized the game and captivated fans with his style and showmanship. Here's Earvin Magic Johnson in Retro NBA.
But I want you to know that this man has a smile that lights up a television screen from here to Bangor, Maine.
Third quarter coming around Jackson underneath. Blast up over Ewing. Golf. Jones wanted it, but Magic wants it more. Dribble behind the back. Oh, what a play! Slam dunk! The defenders are back. Magic does it. 360 turns up in court. He's in the front court. He's got the middle. He's all the way.
Yeah, Magic is crazy. He's that crazy, wild guy on the basketball court that is very intense and very serious. He's a guy who lives and eats basketball and breathes basketball. A guy who will not stand for nothing less than winning.
Magic is straight down the middle. Still going, still going. Oh! Highlight film!
My first impressions of Earvin were that, you know, this guy has energy that I have never seen before. He has happiness that I've never seen before on a daily basis. And his enthusiasm is always 110%. Now, on the court, he's the most remarkable basketball player that I've ever played with.
I like the way Magic played basketball. I like how he handled himself. He's a tough competitor. You know, he'll go after it with all he's got to try to beat you.
He had a passion, simply a passion, an incredible passion to play basketball. He loved the game. He loved to entertain the crowd. And so Earvin's personality made that team Showtime.
Oh, Showtime. Showtime is coming down on a fast break. Looking left. The one right.
Pick it up. Magic's in deep, but no one passes. Beautiful.
Showtime is coming down. You know, you got to get into your groove thing now. You know, you got to shake, rattle, and roll first. And then don't even look.
McClain's blocked for the Lakers. The ball rolls free. Magic wants it. Magic's got it.
I probably wish all guys and all players had an opportunity to play in the championship. Then they understand.
That's our show for this week. Remember, you can now cast your vote for this year's NBA All-Star Game by logging on to NBA.com. We'll see you next week.